Sapat po ng unang Korinto, Kapitulo 11. Atin pong paghahanap, gulay-gulay, starting from verse 17 up to 34. And today, we will be talking about the Lord's Supper, or celebrating the Lord's Supper. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, 17 to 34. Sundan po nyo habang aming binabasa. Now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not, that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse. We're gathering together. But Paul was particularly referring to the love feast. The early church developed a kind of meal, tuwing sila'y nagkakatipon during that feast, sila'y magdadala ng pagkain, which they call the love feast. And in concluding that love feast, they conclude it with celebration of the supper of the Lord. So habang nagla-love feast po sila, nagsasalo-salo sila ng talagang meal, regular meal, they conclude it with celebration of the Lord's Supper. According to Apostle Paul, ang nangyayari sa kanila is not for the better, but for the worse. Salit na for the better, kasi ang Supper of the Lord, maganda yung effect ito supposed to be, ideally speaking, pag nagsa-celebrate ko ng Lord's Supper, meron po itong magandang effect. Ang isa pong magandang effect ng Lord's Supper, meron po siyang unifying effect among the brethren. Kasi nga, we are on the same bread, we drink on the same cup, we are in the Lord's one body, so it signifies unity. And at the same time, isa pong benefit ng celebration of Lord's Supper, ay meron po itong cleansing effect. Dahil nire-require ng Panginoon that every time we partake or participate in the Lord's Supper is that we are to partake worthily. We are to partake worthily or in a worthy manner. And to do that, there is a need for what? There is a need for self-examination or self-judgment. So, ito po yung opportunity ng mga kapatiran na examinin ang kanilang sarili kung ano yung mga hindi karapat-dapat sa kanilang buhay, kanilang iwawaksi, ihingi ng tawad, ihingi ng i-repent sa harapan ng Panginoon, and to straighten out whatever is wrong in their lives. So, that happens right before, before the celebration of the Lord's Supper. Kaya pag celebrate na, after the celebration, makikita mo natin na meron mas maganda kung naidudulot, kapag nag-Lord's Supper. Pero nangyari po sa mga taga-Korinto, sa Apostle Paul, pero nangyayari sa inyo, the coming together becomes turns to worse rather than making it better. 17, now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not, that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse. Ang nangyari sa mga taga-Korinto, lalo silang napasama. Bakit kaya? Verse 18, for first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. Kasi si Apostle Paul, medyo he's giving them the benefit of a doubt. Hindi naman ako masyadong naniwala. Konti lang, sabi ng Apostle Paul, wala naman ako dyan. Hindi ko lang yan. Kaya binibigyan ko kayo ng benefit of doubt. Hindi naman accurate yung aking nabalitaan. So, binibigyan ko kayo ng masubali. Sabi ng Apostle Paul, narinig ko na pagka may nagkakatikot-tikot, merong division, merong dissension among you. So you are perverting the intent of the supper and the intent of the love feast. Love feast is meant to be a time of fellowship. Nag-express siya ng mutual care, mutual love, and unity, nag-express siya ng pagmamalasakitan, and mutual dependence. Pero ang nangyari sa Apostle Paul, it is the opposite. Ang nangyayari sa love feast ninyo, division or tearing apart. Parang nagkakapunit-punit, nagkakapilas-pilas kayo. Dahil paano ba na-divide ang mga taga-Corinto? They were divided in their loyalties. Sabi ng ilan, I am of Paul. Sabi ng iba sa isang faction sa loob ng church, I am of Apollos. Sa isang faction sa church, sabi nila, I am of Peter, Cephas. Sabi ng ibang grupo sa church, talo kayo, I am of Christ. Sabi ng Panginoon, nahati-hati ba ang Panginoon? So, meron po silang division in their loyalties. Supposed to be, all of us should be loyal to Christ. And at the same time, we should all be loving each other and supposed to be serving one another. It's a service. Apparently, what happened in the Corinthian church, hindi po serving one another. Talaga, there is much disputing among themselves. There is debate parati. Parati meron pagtatalo and nobody would give in. At wala talaga naman. Sabi ni Paul na submit yourselves one to another. Wala yung submit yourselves one to another. Talagang walang gustong 1 inch, kahit 1 inch, walang gustong magparaya, kahit isang pulgada lang. Talagang ito talaga paninindigan ko. Hindi ako matitinag, I shall not be moved. Mga-baptist na ito. Mga-baptist. I shall not be moved. Okay. Verse 19, for there must be also heresies among you. Not only that there is division in their loyalty, there was also division there was social division. No? So the day that our fruit might be manifest. At yung mga mahihirap, they were exposed, they were shamed. At yung mga mayayaman, nagrupo-grupo yung mga mayayaman. And they shamed the poorer members. Meron pong social division, meron racial prejudice going on. At yung mga superiority complex ay nandyan din. So, halo-halo sila rito. Okay? Verse 20, when you come together, therefore, in one place, this is not to eat the Lord's Supper. Sabi niya, Apostle Paul, hindi nga mako-consider na Lord's Supper yung ginawa niyo eh. What you're doing cannot be considered the Lord's Supper because you totally have mocked the whole thing. You desecrated the holiness of the event. You perverted the meaning of the event of the supper. Binalinin nyo lang yan, you did not respect, and you mocked the sacrifice of the Lord. For when you come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to eat the Lord's supper. For in eating, everyone taketh before other his own supper, and one is hungry, and another is drunken. What? Have you not houses to eat and to drink in? Or despise ye the church of God, and shame them that have not? Kung shame them that have not, iyayin ninyo yung mga mahihirap, kayong may mga karoonan, kayong mga haves, you shame the have-nots. Kayong mga meron, you intentionally shame. Pagdating ninyo, hindi nyo inantay yung mga poorer members. Kayo, pinagsaluhan na ninyo yung mga gitbit. No? For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he brake it, and said, saying, eat, this is my body which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also he took a cup when he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do shew the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning or not respecting the Lord's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. And if anyone hunger, let him eat whole. That ye come not together unto condemnation, and the rest will I set in order when I come, when he comes personally. Let's talk about the celebration of the Lord's Supper. By instruction and by example, no? Makikita natin na the Lord instituted two ordinances. Pero po dalawang ordinansa na binigay ng Panginoon. First, ang kanyang in-exemplify ay yung ordinance of baptism, Matthew chapter 3. And right before he went for glory, bago siya makit sa langit, binibig niya na they would continue baptizing. Iniwan niya ang kanyang commission sa Matthew 28. Sabi niya, go and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. So by example and by instruction, the Lord left us two ordinances, baptism, and then the Lord's Supper in Matthew chapter 26. Iniwan din ng Panginoon niya, this is my blood of the new covenant. From henceforth, I will not drink of this fruit and eat of this bread until I eat and drink it anew in my kingdom, together with you in my kingdom. At isa pa sa ibinili ng Panginoon, kapag hindi ko recorded sa book of Matthew, pero iniwan naman ang instruction kay Apostle Paul. Sabi ni Apostle Paul, itong dinideliver ko sa inyo, I received it from the Lord. Sabi niyo, itong ini-instruct ko sa inyo, I received it of the Lord. Hindi lang ito, narinig niya sa mga naunang apostol. I received it of the Lord. Nasabi na, this do. Yun ang hindi na, palabas sa nakalagay sa Matthew 26. This do. Pero sa Matthew, sa 1 Corinthians 11, ito sinabi ni Apostle Paul na ang na-receive niya mula sa Panginoon, na ibili ng Panginoon na this do in remembrance of me. So the Lord instructed that His church would be observing two ordinances, baptism and the Lord's Supper. And Paul had been faithful in establishing these ordinances. And it was not incidental. In-institute ko ito because the time that it was given was also the night when the Lord and His Apostle were celebrating the feast called the Feast of Passover. The Feast of Passover. Yung gabi kung kailan ibinigay ng Panginoon ang ordinance ng Lord's Supper was the same night and the same occasion kung kailan nagsa-celebrate sila ng Pascua, Feast of the Passover. Ano ba itong Pascua or the Feast of the Passover? Ito po yung in-instruct ng Panginoon kay Moses, Moises, na gagawin ng mga Israelita perpetually. For a perpetual memorial. Papatuloy ko hanggang sa dumating ang katuparan. Kasi this memorial is supposed to be a shadow. Diba? It is supposed to be a shadow of a good thing to come. Ito po ay anino lamang ng magandang parating. At ang magandang parating ay yung aktual na pagdating ng Mesiyas na pag-aalay ng kanyang buhay, mabubusang dugo, So hanggang hindi dumarating yun, they need to keep this memorial, this feast as a perpetual memorial for the, actually, first for the remembrance, for remembering the Exodus, for remembering their deliverance, from bondage in Egypt, to remember the Red Sea crossing, but more importantly, it points to the sacrifice of the coming Messiah. Pero initially, sa Passover, ano inaalala nila? Ang inaalala nila sa Passover is their deliverance. their deliverance from bondage in Egypt and their Exodus experience, yung Red Sea crossing, yan ang kanilang aalalahanin. So, on that same night, inaalaala nila yan, at yung pag-aalaala, inabot pa nga ng Panginoon. Imagine yung book given ni Moses, mga ilang libong taon ba yan bago dumating ang Panginoon? Yung Exodus, mga ilang panahon yan bago pa dumating ang Panginoon. Mahigit sa libo, mahigit sa libong taon na. Kasi from David to Christ, it's around 1,000 years. So Moses was far, far ahead than David. So malayo-malayo ang distansya ni Moises kay David. Mas nauna si Moises. So may sa libong taon na nilang pinapractice ito taon-taon. Kaya nang dumating na ang panahon ng mga alagad, ng bagong tipan na, patuloy pa rin nilang inaalaala yung Passover. Ano ba itong Passover? Ito yung gabi na dumaan ang angel of death. Yung anghel ng kamatayan na lahat ng bahay na madadaanan ng anghel ng kamatayan, na yung kanilang mga doorposts and lintels of the houses na hindi smeared by blood o walang nakapahid na dugo ng tupa, ang panganay doon mamamatay. Napanood yung 10 Commandments, pagkatapos nabasa nyo kasi hindi napapanood natin ang 10 Commandments. Medyo marami ng mga pagbabago. Meron pang isang slave na gihila nakarelo pa, Nakarelo pa. Nalimutan niya siguro tanggalin yung relo niya. So marami nang nabago sa istorya. Paganda po nabasa po natin ang account sa Exodus chapter 1, and down, tuloy-tuloy nyo na pagbasa. Okay? So, dumaan yung angel of death. Lalayo silang pakawalan ni Moises, ni Pharaoh. Nagpadala ng Diyos ng 10 salot, pero patuloy pa rin din makatigas. Si Pharaoh, hanggang sa umabot na yung pinakadulo. Dulo na lang ang Panginoon. Hindi sa naubusan pa rin niya. Dito na lang. At pagkatapos ito, siguradong i-release niya kayo. Magaling mo, sabi sa mga Israelita, patay kayo ng hayop, yung dugo, pahid nyo sa inyong mga tutuan, at yung karne niyan, kainin nyo ng madalian, hindi nyo maubos, sunugin nyo, kainin nyo yan, nakasuot ang inyong mga sandalyas, kainin nyo yan, ang inyong mga tunika ay mga nakasuksok naka-ready to walk, ready to march. Oo, kailangan, kasi itong araw, mahaba naman, di ba? Yung pagka mahaba namin, medyo sa gawalan yung paglalakad. Kaya pagka nagmamadali ka, ano gagawin mo? Kailangan tataas mo, isusuksok mo sa girdle, Isusuksok mo. Parang mga Chinese, pagka nakamarate, pagka maglalaban na, inaangat yung medyo maharap damit at sinusuksok at maninipa Lagabal yan sa pagsipa. So, kainin niyo yan na nakasandal, kainin niyo na nakataas yung mga damit dahil they are ready to depart. They are to go. Dahil for sure, si Pharaoh, i-release them. Actually, Pharaoh did not only release them, he drove them. The Egyptians drove them away. Malas kayo sa bansa namin. Magsilayas na kayo. Pero napalayas naman yan, Bigla siya na mas wala na yung free labor natin. Ang pinakawalan natin. Bawiin natin. Okay? Pero sabi ng Panginoon, ang dagat na yan ay tinawid kailanman ay hindi nyo na muling pagkawirin kung hindi nyo na yan mapalitan. Okay? So, taon-taon, inaalala nila yung mga deliverance na yan. Sabi ng mga alagad, Panginoon, saan niyo po gusto na ipaghandaan natin kayo ng Pasko ng Panginoon? Meron na akong nakahanda sa Panginoon. Sabi ng Panginoon. Meron na akong nakausap. Dali nyo na lamang sa ganitong lugar. Sabihin nyo, kailangan ng Panginoon, hindi na, mga you're ready. So, they are really celebrating. So, that time, sa celebration ng Passover, actually, ano po mga meron dyan? Di ba, bitter herbs? Kain sila ng mga bitter herbs. And then, tinatay na, walang levadura, walang leavened bread. Kaya, lahat ng mga kakailanganin para sa Passover, doon Kasi, sa Passover, talagang kinakain nila unleavened bread. Talagang meron silang available na unleavened bread during Passover. Actually, sa celebration ng Passover, meron talagang meal. Meron talagang kainan talaga yan. Hindi alam, meron mga na beses yata silang iinom ng uh, fruit of the vine, 4 times. And it was during the third na sabi ng Panginoon, so ito namang bibigay ko sa inyo, this is my blood of the new covenant. So from the Passover, the Lord switched, tinransform ng Panginoon yung Passover into what? Into a more important ritual or a more important memorial. So this is not now in memory of what took place in Egypt. It is no longer in memory of your deliverance in bondage in Egypt. But from now on, this cup of my blood is now a testament or a memorial in the memorial of your deliverance from a more important memorial of a more important deliverance. Hindi na sa Egypt, deliverance from sea. Ito na yung kaya, yan na yun eh. Yun yung mismong event na yan, actual event ng Passover. The same night that the Lord instituted the Supper, and He transformed the Passover into the Lord's Supper. Kasi, shadow lang naman ang Passover, di ba? It's just a shadow. So it points to a real thing, and the real thing has come, the Lord Jesus Christ. Ito na yun, ang Panginoon Jesus Christ. So, aalalahanin natin ang Panginoon, ang kanyang pagkakatawang tao. Hindi na mga kapatid. Ano ba ang sinisignify ng bread? Bread signifies what? The unleavened bread. Signifies the body. But, in the mind of the early Christians, supposed to be sa ating lahat, hindi lang po yung ating nire-recapture yung suffering ng katawan ng Panginoon, but the totality of His incarnate life. Kanyang entirety ng kanyang buhay, nung siya po ay magkatawang tao, His passion, His sufferings, His teachings, yung kanyang mga ipinag-aral, yung kanyang example, ipinakita sa mga lagaan, lahat yan, aalalahan na nila. Sabi niya, binibigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa. Sabi ni Pedro, the Lord left us His footprints or His footsteps for us to what? For us to follow. The Lord set us an example. Nag-iwan sa atin ng Panginoon ng halimbawa nung siya po ay namumuhay sa mundo nito. Anong example niya? The example of washing one another's feet. Ngayon, hindi na nila. Later, you will understand what I am showing you. Actually, ang lesson is tutulong ko is a lesson on forgiveness and a lesson on service. Serve one another. Serve one. Pagkikuran nyo ang isa't isa sa kanilang pangangailangan at mga hugasan kayo ng mga tao at mga patawaran. So kung ako na Panginoon ninyo, ginawa ko ito para sa inyo. I am the creator of this universe. Are you that proud na kayo kung magagawa yan? Ako who created this universe, nagawa ito sa inyo. Mas mataas pa ba kayo sa Panginoon who created this universe? That you cannot perform this thing sa inyo, sa isa't isa. So the Lord left us as an example. So when we remember the body of the Lord, as much as possible, we capture the reality and the significance of what happened. Hindi lamang yung huhugot tayo ng malalim na hininga at mag-meditate at aalalahan natin ang nakatawang pinahirapan. Yes, that's true. Involved yan. Pero more than that, mga kapatid, entire life. Ang kanyang pamumuhay sa mundo nito. They exemplified humility. They exemplified submission. Sa will of the Father. Submission even in the midst of poverty. He submitted. He did not rebel. Hindi siya nagpakpol sa Panginoon. Hindi siya nagagalit. Kasi mahirap. Wala. He exemplified submission and humility. He exemplified a good life, a worthy life, an exemplary life in the midst of a sinful world. So, the Lord transformed the Passover meal into a celebration of infinitely greater deliverance, and that is deliverance from sin. Alam niyo po, si Luke, who authored 2 books. Anong books yung authored by Luke? the Gospel according to Luke and the book of Acts. Dito po sa dalawang aklat na yan, makikita natin na more particularly sa book of Acts. The early Christians, pinakita ni Luke sa atin na meron pong apat na marka ng daily life ng mga early Christians. First of that is the adherence to apostolic teachings. Ayan. Kung ano ituro ng kanilang mga apostol, ay ang sunod ang mga disipulo. Not only that, their life is marked by breaking of bread. It is marked by fellowship. The book of Acts, sabi doon, daily in the temple and in every house, they cease not to teach and preach Jesus Christ, and daily, sila yung magkakasama-sama in prayer and in what? Breaking of bread. So, ito po yung pangunahing involved sa pamumuhay ng mga early Christians. Okay. That can be found in Acts chapter 2 and verse 42. Acts chapter 2. Acts 2:42, and they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread, and in prayers. They continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine, fellowship, breaking of bread, and prayers. Ito po yan. Eventually, because of that, they developed a kind of meal which is called love feast. Somebody please read Jude, verse 12. Pakibasa po yung Jude, aklat ni Judas, talatang 12. Pakibasa po.
Jude verse 12. Jesus fast in your feast of charity. When they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear, clouds they are without water, carried about of winds, trees, fruit with the rest, without fruit, twice said, plucked up by the roots.
Charity. These was fast in your feasts of charity or love feast. Feast of charity. Feast of charity or love feast are intended to express, or stress fellowship. Kaya rin ng marka na kanilang araw-araw na pamumuhay, fellowship. So this meal is to express fellowship and spiritual enrichment. Okay? And mutual caring and love, kaya nga affection Love, kaya nga love feast. It is to express affection one for another and mutual care. Pero in the case of the Corinthian church, ano nangyari? Hindi ko yung mutual care. Wala yung mutual care. Hayaan mo yun. Kung gutom ka, di kumain sa bahay, bago ka rito. Kapag pa siya ng gutom Diba? So nawala yung pagmamala sa kita. Kaya sabi niya, Apostle Paul, yung perform love feast. Wait one for another. Wait for each other. Sorry one for another. Hindi yung naguna ko na kayo kainin yung dala yung baon. At yung mga mahihirap, masyado yung na-expose. You shame the poor remember. And you highlight yourself as the helps. Yung mga kaya sa buhay. So, nasira, po yung meaning. And then usually, love feasts are close with what? With the celebration of the supper of the Lord. Na-pervert, Na-pervert. A meal which is supposed to express fellowship, care, and love. What happened in the church in Corinth is they indulge in what? Shameful indulgence. They have division among themselves. Merong class division. The rich and the poor will be known. Not only that, meron pong racial prejudice. So maraming pagkakampi-kampi ng pagkakahati-hati na nangyayari sa kanila. Kaya sabi niya po, what you're doing is not for the better but for course. Instead of celebration with times of fellowship or of loving fellowship and spiritual enrichment, and nangyari po selfish indulgence. Lamang yun, they mock the Lord's sacrifice and they scandalize the church. Na-iskandalo ang simbahan sa harapan ng makasalanang mundo, no? They scandalize the church before the unbelieving world. So, how was the Sabbath perverted in verse 18? Tingnan po natin ang 1 Corinthians 11, verse 18. For first of all, when you come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you. So, how was the Sabbath perverted? So, we're talking about the celebration of the Lord's Supper. Sabi niya po sa Paul, you have perverted. Binaboy ninyo ang hapunan ng Panginoon. Paano nangyari yan? In verse 18, it tells us, in verse 18 na, there is division. Division. Schismata. Schismata. Or division. In Greek, it is schismata, and literally refers to a tearing apart or pagpilas or cutting, and means division or dissension. Because the church could not agree on anything, nor did they seek to serve each other. And instead of sharing together in fellowship and worship, they spend their time in what? Selfish indulgence and arguing and disputing. Hinahin si Apollo, mas magaling si Pablo. Ay si Pablo, bukod sa pandat, sakang, at malabo mata, hindi na magsalita yan. Sabi mo, hindi marunong magsalita. He's not eloquent. Inferior yan. Mas magaling si Apollo. Sabi ng isa, ay, mahina yan. Mas magaling si Cephas. Kaya ako kay Cephas. Sabi ng ilang grupo sa church, paano kayong lahat? Ako ay kay Kristo. Ako kay Kristo. Hindi naman supposed to be ganun di ba? All of us, our love should be directed to the Lord. Our loyalty should all be directed to the Lord. But at the same time, we also love each other and serve one another. Sabi nga ni Apostle Paul, submit yourselves one to another. Mahirap bang mag-submit? Yung mga magulang, mahirap bang mag-submit ang magulang sa anak? Mahirap bang mag-submit ang anak sa magulang? Mas madali, no? Sige natin, parang mas mahirap yata na ang magulang yung sana. Magsasabit sana. Pero possible, di ba? Posible ba yan? Posible naman na magulang minsan magsasabit sana. Especially kung anak ko, talaga namang adult di ba? Adult na. Ano ba ang alam mo? Hindi alam na. Ano ba ang alam ng isang magulang na hindi na alam ng anak, di ba? Siyempre, habang nagkakaedad ang anak mo, yung gap, medyo in knowledge, medyo naglalapit na. Naglalapit na. Naglalapit na ng kaunti ang kaalaman ng anak sa magulang, lalo na kung yung anak ay magulang na rin. Kaya hindi masama na yung magulang, paminsan-minsan, sumusurrender din sa anak. Sige anak, mas alam mo yan. Mas nakapag-aral ka, mas kabisado mo yung kalakaran sa ganyan. Sige, ikaw naman pa siya. Kung ikaw magulang, mag-check ka kami. Hindi, ang kulay nito nito, dapat ito. Ang bibili mong huwag masyado pa kami. Mag-check ka na. Pati kung nagsusunod ang anak mo, 70 years old na, o 60 years old na Ay, yung nagbulak-lakin, ha? Kakahiya ka, bulak-lakin. Sabi nga, alam niyo po, kapag ang anak natin, bawa 70 na, at ikaw, 90. Minsan, baliktad ng sitwasyon. Mas parunong na yung anak mo kasi 90 ka na Dahil paulanin ka na yan Mas lumalamang na yung anak mo. Siya, 70 na, ikaw 90, ikaw paulanin ka. Yung anak mo, 70 years old, kaya paano medyo mas fresh maisip niya. Mas superior ng konti sa'yo pagdating sa kaalaman, di ba? Dahil ikaw, saling na padagdag, pabawas na dahil nagano na. So, walang masama na paminsan-minsan sumusurrender ang magulang sa anak. At the same time naman, respeto ng mga anak, hindi kailanman dapat nawawala. Nakuha nyo? Kailanman dapat ay hindi nawawala. Hindi ko iniidad-idad din yung magulang natin. Tumigil ka nga dyan, hindi mo alam sinabay ko. Kulyami ka na. Huwag gano'n. Huwag gano'n. Huwag gano'n mga kapatid. Walang masama na minsan. So, hindi ho mahirap gawin na sumuko. Minsan yung nakatatanda sa makababata. Lalo pa kung pinag-uusapan natin ng mga adults na. Adult na yan. Maliban na lamang kung isang 20 anyos, susuko ka ba sa 5-year-old? Kailan pa, hindi ka susuko sa 5-year-old. Ang alam ko, sinasabi mo, kasi 20 ka na. Ito, 5-year-old ito. Diba? Kasi ikaw ang may alam, may wisdom, may kaalaman. So, dapat mas responsable ka. So, hindi mahirap mga kapatid na that we submit ourselves one to another. Hindi po ito po submit yourselves one to another. So, the Corinthian church could not agree on anything, nor did they seek to serve each other. Instead of sharing together in fellowship and worship, they spent their time in selfish indulgence, arguing and disputing. They were also divided socially. The rich versus the poor. Na-divide sila in social way. Yung mahirap, ma-expose, yung mayaman, magkasama-sama, at ma-highlight. And they were also divided in their loyalties. Yung palang sa bukana pa lang ng 1 Corinthians, no? 1 Corinthians chapter 1. Diyan na yan, banggit ni Apostle Paul, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, that you all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. For it hath been declared unto me of you, my brethren, by them which are of the house of Chloe, that there are contentions among you. Now this I say, that every one of you saith, I am of Paul, and I am of Apollos, and I of Cephas, and I of Christ. Is Christ divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Or were ye baptized in the name of Paul? So yan ang sinasabi niya Paul. Paul, no? Yung kanyang discuss sa kanyang sulat, no? Kanyang party divisions or loyalties, no? Which is divided. And Paul appealed for what? Paul appealed for unity. Tawagan siya ng pagkakaisa in verse 10, Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak the same thing. Ye all speak the same thing. And that there be no divisions among you. But there ye be, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. Well, ito isang nakakalungkot, no? Pagka mayroong division sa church. Why? Division is, first of all, this is the first sign of spiritual sickness. It is a symptom, actually. A symptom of spiritual sickness. If the church is spiritually sick, unang-unang sintomas niyan. Pagbubo, no? May sakit ng tao, pagbubo, disease, ikaw ay mahadjik, tutulo yung sipon sa ilong mo. Sign yan, may problema sa iyong panusugan. Isang church naman, no? Some sure way of identifying the church is sick spiritually is when there is what? Division in the church. Isa pong nakakatakot yan na mag-exist isang simbahan. Although this thing cannot be perfectly eradicated. Hindi talaga totally mawawala yan sa isang iglesia because there is no perfect church. Yun lang, yung antas niyan, yung degree niyan, no? Maaaring malaki, maaaring maliit. Pero sabihin natin na perfectly or totally mawawala yung simbahan. Hindi. Dahil kahit sa parable ng Panginoon, ano? Matthew chapter 13. What did the Lord say? Or what did the Lord tell us in Matthew chapter 13? Sabi ng mga farmers, Panginoon, ano? Bunutin naman namin ang mga tails. Sabi ng Panginoon, go, let them be. So it's the way it is, no? It's the way it is. So, hindi po totally wawala ang division of the church. But, as I've been saying, it is one of the surest signs of spiritual sickness. The first symptoms of worldliness. The church is worldly, or spiritually sick. That is the first symptom. Ito pong division. And not only that it is a sign of worldliness, it is a sign of what? Backsliding. Sa simbahan, ito po ay routine na nagpa-backslide. Eventually, left na challenge or hindi ko na-address, it might lead into a compromise doctrine. And eventually, it might lead into a compromised lifestyle. Kasi magbabago na ang ating pamumuhay. Yan eh, diba? What we live is what we know, or what we believe. Yung pamumuhay natin, yung uri ng pamumuhay natin, reflection lamang yan ng ating spiritual condition. More often. Tama po ba yun? Kung ano yung pamumuhay natin sa labas, ano yung lifestyle natin, more often than not, ito po ay reflection ng kung ano ang ating kalagayan spiritual o kaalaman natin pagdating sa Diyos. Kaalaman natin sa doctrine. Kaya nagsasabi na, huwag na natin pag-aralan ng theology. Irrelevant naman yan. Huwag na natin pag-aralan ng doktrina kasi ang importante yung practical. Ano yung practical? Whatever works, di ba? Ano yung practical? Ano yung umuubra? Ano yung practical? Kaya nga, usong-usong philosophy is pragmatism, Pragmatism says, whatever is useful or works, whatever works. Kaya mga simbahan ngayon, iniwan ng theology, iniwan ng doctrine, at ang pinahirap sa simbahan, pragmatism. Kung anong mag-click, kung anong kung anong uubra, kung anong appealing, kung anong nakaka-attract, kung anong mas gugustuhin ng tao. May appeal sa tao at mukhang effective. Yan. Anong effective? Magpaparami sa ating bilang o magpapayaman sa ating simbahan, masigit na magpapayunite. Maganda yung call for unity. Ganun po ang pangangaralan din for unity is carnal means. And the Bible teaches us that unity must always be in the truth. At kapag ka-truth ang ating unity, necessarily na yung mga wala sa truth, mabubunggo na, di ba? Makakabunggo na yan ang nasa truth. So, unity is really possible hanggang meron po mga sumasahid sa truth at meron mga sumasahid sa nawala sa katotohanan. Ang habol lang kung ano yung mag-uubra, kung ano yung mag-click, kung ano yung magandang method. Kaya tao sa mga churches noong araw, especially in the early 50s, Kasi umiral yan. Uso na yung sikat ng mga preacher, yung you can make people cry, or if they cannot make people cry, they can make people laugh. Sikat ka, pagka ganun na. Magaling kang mag-sway, mag-manipulate, pag nag-forward ka, talagang umuhuhu sa harapan. Successful preacher ito. Pag nag-invite, talaga walang maiiwan sa upuan. Wala kang sinabi sa kakilala kong pastor. Sabi niya, kung inaakala mong wala kang kasalanan hindi ng tawad, huwag ka na mag-forward. Sino ba ng tao walang inaakala kasalanan sa buhay? Kaya nag-forward Pero the way the statement was framed, paano na-frame yung statement ng pastor? Very subtle, di ba? Napaka-subtle. Inaakala mo wala kang kasalanan, huwag ka mag-forward. Wala naman tao walang inaakala walang kasalanan. Pero kailangan mo mag-forward? Ako yung sabihin, kailangan mo bang mag-forward yun? Ano bang pagkakaiba ng mag-forward sa hindi? Hindi ka ba makakapag-pray sa upuan mo? At kailangan pa ipakita yan sa akin. Wala naman sinasabi niya, wala tayong kasalanan na walang taong pag-aakala na wala siya kasalanan. Lahat talaga tayo meron kasalanan. Does that mean is it equivalent to my coming forward every time na marilas ko kung may kasalanan? O ano yung sabihin? So yan po ang nangyayari sa mga kapatid sa ibang mga kapatid. Whatever works, whatever is practical. At the expense of doctrine. So dumating po yung point na they compromised doctrine. The church became divisive. It was spiritualistic, a sign of worldliness, and a sign of backsliding. Until nobody gives in, wala talagang magparaya, wala talagang gustong makumbaba sa isa't isa. Hanggang sa mapanindigan lamang yung kagustuhan, hindi na pakikinggan ang aral ng Biblia. So, the doctrine is compromised. Kasi eventually, their lifestyle will follow. Tandaan po natin mga kapatid, malaki po ang kinalaman ng ating theology sa ating practical life. Ang ating pamumuhay, reflection po yan ng ating kaalaman po sa Diyos. So, ano yung laman ng isip natin o pagkakakilala sa Diyos? Kaya nga Roma, di ba? Yan yung dinidiscuss ng Apostle Paul sa Romans chapter 1. Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge. Ayaw nila ng theology, ayaw nila ng Diyos sa kanilang isipan. What happened? God gave them up over to a reprobate mind. Ano yung reprobate mind? Sira na ang kanilang mental judgment. Nawala na yung kanilang judgment, yung kanilang moral judgment. Akala nila yung mali, yun tama. Pag sira ng judgment mo, ganun ka na eh. At akala mo yung tama, yun ang mali. Akala mo yung mga modest, mali. Nakakatawa. Nakakatawa naman sila mga nito. Yung ang modest, yun ang dapat na ina-upload, yun ang dapat na ginagaya, yan ang dapat na pinopromote, di ba? Modest, apparel. Pero kapag reprobate mind na mga tao, pag modest ka, tingin sila, nakakatawa ka. You are out of this world. You must be an alien. Saan planeta ka galing? Ba't ganyan ang pananamit mo? Kaya pananamit mo lang naman, modest. Ang gusto nila, kailangan, kagaya nila. Halos wala ng damit. Ito ang dress code of the new generation. You're so outdated. Masyado ka lang antiquated. Ibang henerasyon na, ibang lahi ka, ibang siglo pinanggalingan mo. Modernong siglo tayo ngayon. Ganito na dapat ang looks mo. Ganito na dapat ang pananamit mo at ang pananalita mo. Diba? So, a compromised lifestyle. Ba't nagkaganoon ang kanilang lifestyle? Because of what they knew about God. Compromised doctrine. Pero kailan po natin na yan? Nagsimula yan, paano nagsimula yan? In the case of the church, ganyan. So, hindi magkasundo-sundo, parang gusto magbigayan, basta mapanindigan lang yung kagustuhan. Kahit yung mga aral ng Panginoon, wala na, tsapwera na, mga sinasabi ng Panginoon. Hanggang sa, hindi lamang doctrine ang makompromise, including the lifestyle. But, sabi ng Apostle Paul, but in this thing na nangyayari, merong mabuti na naging epekto. Meron siyang kaunting mabuti na naging epekto, Sabi sa 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Bigyan natin ang chapter 11, verse 19. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. So, isang magandang may gulong ito. Ito yung occasion kung kailan nagra-rise. Yung po mga approved in the church. Mga approved in the church. They get exposed and highlighted. Those who are approved. Yung mga maaasahan sa church. The spiritual among the membership. Dahil ang mga spiritual among the membership, even in the midst of hardship, sa gitna ng hardship sa loob ng simbahan, makikita mo, they remain to be dependable. Unlike yung mga superficial na mga Christians or members, pag mayroong hardship sa loob ng simbahan, immediately mawala na. Ay, ayoko na sa ganyang klaseng simbahan. Kung matatagalan yan, bye-bye. I'll go to the next nearest church. Lipat na lang ako. Hindi ko kaya magtagal sa ganyang klaseng simbahan. Alam niyo po, hindi naman tayo iwasan minsan ng mga problems sa church, ano? Pero ang pinaka-importante sa simbahan ay tama ang kanyang doctrine at tama ang kanyang practice. Although sometimes we conclude, kung tama ang doktrina, tama ang practice, pati ganyan. Yan na nga, hindi ko na naisip na dahil tama ang practice, tama ang doktrina, it becomes an object of attack, it becomes a target of Satan. Diba? Isip ba natin yan? Dahil tama ang simbahan, tama ang doktrina, tama ang practice niya, talagang target yan ng kaaway. At dahil target yan ng kaaway, kung hindi niya ma-disrupt from the outside, he can disrupt us from within. Pag hindi natin na-realize, ang kaaway natin ang demonyo, at hindi ang kapwa mo ang demonyo. Hindi kapwa ang Kristyano natin ang mga demonyo. Hindi dahil talaga demonyo kaaway natin. Na dahil tayo in true church, through doctrine, through ating practice, kung hindi tayo kaya ma-disrupt ng kaaway from the outside, he will try to distract us from within. Kaya minsan mapapatula tayo. Kaya kung tama ang doktrina natin, tama ang practice natin, ang gulo-gulo natin. Hindi ba maayos? Kasi Satan would not even bother to destroy them dahil hindi na niya problema eh. Umpisa pa lang, sira na doktrina niya. Hindi na simbahan ng Panginoon yan eh. Pero mga simbahan ng Panginoon, dahil yan ang magiging masigasig na instrumento ng Panginoon in the expansion of His kingdom, talagang target yan ng kaaway. Target yan ng kaaway. So, ganyan po ang mangyayari, no? So, in the midst of trial sa loob ng iglesia, pero mga hardships sa loob ng iglesia, the spiritual among the members, they will remain to be dependable members of the church. They will keep on praying. They will remain humble and the straight for the Lord. They will know ano tama, ano mararapat, ano piling. Tapat, kung yung dating ginagawa ko rin. Kailangan ba meron magbago? Diba? Kailangan magbago. Ang pagbabago lang dagdagan pa ang panalangin, dagdagan pa ang pagsusumikap na makaunlad ang gawa ng Panginoon, yung magbabago. Hindi yung mga kailan yung problema sa church, nakalaro tayo, nakawala ng gana, gagayahin mo na rin sila. Pareho na silang tamad, happy na rin ako, tinatamad na rin. Pareho na lang tayo. But spiritual Christians would not think that way. Hindi ganyan pag-iisip ng mga spiritual na mga members. Dahil ang ating actions must not be dictated by our environment, but our actions must be dictated by our love for God, our love for the Lord. Ang magdidikta sa ating mga gagawin, hindi didikta ng puso natin na gustong paglingkuran ng Panginoon. Hindi dapat yung paligid natin na magdidikta. Ganyan sila, ganyan na rin ako, para pareho na. Nakakalamang sila eh. Ano nakakalamang? Sila nakakalamang. Nalulugi. Sila nalulugi. Pag kinaya mo, di pareho. Pareho ka na rin nalulugi, di ba? So, sabi niya po sa Paul, sa kanyang mga pangyayari, those who are approved among you are exposed. Sila yung nasa-shine. Sila yung natin. So, parang may paradox, May paradox. That this thing should happen, kailangan pa mangyari ito. That those who are approved might be made manifest among you. And those who are not approved, makikita rin natin, 19, for there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you, that when you come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to be the Lord's Son. So, factions are not merely disruptive, they are destructive. Division in the church is not only disruptive o nakakagulo, ito po'y nakaka-destroy. It is destructive. Initially, they help reveal strong spiritual leaders, but when left unchallenged, they will undermine any Christian group. Kapag pinabayaan naman ng mga divisive, pinabayaan ng mga divisive members, eventually, it will not be good. It will not be good for the entire group. Wala nang igagalang ng mga ito. Wala nang respeto, wala nang igagalang. Kailangan hinaharap din, kinakonfront. And their being factious or divisive proves his carnality or their carnality. Nagpapatunay lamang ng kanilang carnality and unfitness. They are unfit for the group. They are unfit for the fellowship unless they would adjust. So they should not be tolerated. It should lead to division in the church. Hindi mo dapat mapabayaan na their actions would lead to the division of the church. So those who are spiritual in the church, kailangan mas lalo magsisikasay na matulungan ng mga gawain. Okay? Kaya sabi ni Apostle Paul, what you have done cannot be considered a Lord's Supper. Sabi niya sa mga taga-Korinto, ang ginawa ninyo ay hindi natin may consider. Verse 20, when we come together therefore into one place, this is not really the Lord's Supper. Why? You backed the whole thing, the event. You did not respond to the holiness of the event properly. You did not respond properly. Banal ang ating gawain. May kabanalan itong seremonyang ito. Pero ang pinakita ng mga kapatiran sa Korinto ay kabaliktaran. Selfish indulgence. Another is hungry and another is drunken. At yung mga poorer members were being shamed. At yung mga pagkakampi-kampi, inferiority and superiority, partisan, loyalty, divisions of loyalty, racial prejudice, social class pride, andun na lahat. Kasi niya Apostle Paul, kabaliktaran niya ng objective ng Supper. The objective of the Supper is unity, service, dedication to God, but it's all the opposite. Kaya ating pinag-aaral mga kapatid is, this is one way to examine ourselves. We are about to remember the Lord and the supper of our Lord. Atin pong celebrate ang hapunan ng Panginoon, pero nire-require tayo ng Panginoon na let every man examine himself. How do we do that? Paano natin in-examine ating sarili? In-examine natin dito, tama? This is the way to examine ourselves. Ang motive ko ba, ang puso ko ba, ayon sa motive at puso na dapat meron ako sa pag-alala. So dito natin kino-compare sa Bible. We compare ourselves dito sa sinasabi ng salita ng Panginoon. Ako ba itong man dito sa Korinto? Ako ba ito tinutukoy dito? Ako ba ito? So ganun. You compare yourself with what the Scripture says. If you are, then you need to repent and straighten out. Ito mo yung sarili. So we become worthy of the supper. Okay? Tumayo at tayo tapos sa ating panalangin.
We are gracious Heavenly Father, we just thank you, Lord, for the lessons we have learned. Lord, we learn of proper character, attitude, being members here in this church, so that the partakers of the coming Lord's Supper, Father, we ask you to bless us with our heart, and help us, Lord, to be faithful and be fruitful, Lord, for the unity of this church. And we ask you, Lord, to bless our fellowship together. For all this we ask and pray in Jesus' name.
Amen. Upo na po tayo. Tawagin sa mga